Hi, I'm Andrea Cline. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I want my horses to know before we start on the barrel pattern. So I'm sitting here on Mouse, and she's busy. I know she's not right this second, but she'll move her feet a lot. So as I'm doing some of these and I'm talking about some of this stuff, my horse moves, just ignore it, I do. So the first thing I look for is to see how soft of a mouth I have. When I put a little bit of pressure on the bit, is she going to give to it? Is she going to take it away? I want them all to give to the bit. So when I put a little bit of pressure on the mouth, I am right now, she's not giving it to me. I'm going to squeeze with my feet and push her up into that bit, okay? So there you go. Now she gave me that. When she drops that head, the pressure on the rein, I release a little bit of that pressure, just a little bit. I still want her to ride around with her nose pointed to the ground. That's a biggie for me. I gotta have that, and I gotta have that at a trot. Okay. And again, I got me a horse full of energy. So there we go. So anytime these busy horses and these hot horses, when they give to you, release that pressure. They appreciate it, and they almost need it. Okay, so I need that, and then I need to be able to lay a leg on her and have her move. I'm going to turn to the left here, so I'm going to lay my outside right leg on her, and as soon as she starts making that nice turn, I release the pressure, and I release pressure out of her mouth. I still want it pointed to the ground, so anytime she takes it away, I apply a little bit of pressure to take it back. And it's something that I'm doing all the time. Don't ever think that you get a horse in position and they stay in that position forever. They don't. They're going to fall out of it. You got to remind them to bring them back in. Okay, on a stop, this is before I even go to the pattern. I would like to be able to sit down in my saddle and have them come down without having to pull on the rein. I save that pull on the rein if they don't listen to me. And again, I'll incorporate that into the barrel pattern. So when I go, in my go position, I'm going to lean forward and they're going to go. And as I sit back, they're going to decrease their speed. I start all of that before they ever go to the pattern. It's all introduced as I'm going in a circle. The backup, they got to have a backup. Again, your backup, you want that nose pointed to the ground. You apply a little bit of pressure with like I actually sit back in my saddle, and I don't keep cranking on her head. I see a lot of people doing that. They'll keep cranking on that head and keep pulling, even when that horse is given. It's real important when you start that backup to get that head to drop, ask them to back up, and then release a little bit of that pressure as they're moving back. There we go. Now I got her real nice and soft, and we're just moving back. Good girl. Okay, and then I'll release. But basically, you need to be able to lope in a circle nice, sit down, have them stop, back up. If none of those horses do that, I will not go to the barrel pattern unless they have it. That means that I just don't. We're going to do circles and backups, and I'm going to move their hip and move their shoulder, and they're not going to see those barrels until they do all that. And that's just how it is.